and you continue to watch Third Degree. Is it possible for black people to be racist? To find out, we head for Soweto, where a group of young people hold blacks-only gatherings.
Lives and his name the oppressive black will sing. Thomas Sankara will not die. The spirit of Tsepo will forever inspire us.
This is how 21-year-old Sia voices his frustrations through poetry riddled with the slogans of the past.
I think if I wasn't angry, I'd be lying to people. I'd be lying to myself if I say that the things that I see do not make me angry. They anger me a lot.
I was told our skin was the shade most worthy of any place. In my dream I saw
he views the world through a racial prism. His poems ring forth about the plight of black people.
God for believing implies someone else who so
I will always pull the race card. If that's what people call it, I'll pull it constantly, because the idea of the Rainbow Nation is to create a colorblind society where we feel that our problems are not because of our skin colors. Our problems are because of maybe political mismanagement. Our problems are because of whatever. But I think ultimately it's always about skin color.
Every Thursday night, Sia and these youngsters gather in this hall in Soweto to discuss issues affecting blacks. The meeting is strictly blacks only. But why the racial exclusion?
Whenever we have white people around us or people of other color, we tend to self-censor. We are not as expressive as we would like to be, because we don't speak strongly about certain issues because they're white people.
Again, I'm angry at the fact that...
But aren't blacks-only organizations just plain racist?
My view on the matter is that if there is justified need by black professionals within a particular industry or particular sector within an industry to strategize around how they can overcome institutional racism and blocks to the advancement of black professional interest, then yes, they should by all means feel free to associate as a group, get together and strategize.
All well and good, but according to the HRC, to specifically bar other races from your meetings is downright unconstitutional.
Some people have called me racist, but I don't hate white people. I know that. I'm more driven by my love and my passion for black people more than anything, and not my hate for Ingamla.
Test the mothers and the mothers and the children who only know.
So can blacks in fact be racist? Some say no, because they do not hold economic power. It's a debate that's been raging for some time.
Black people cannot be racist because they are the victims of racism. A very systematic power arrangement that attacks black people only because of their skin color.
Of course black people can be racist. I mean, there's a number of problems with imagining that black people can't be racist. For one thing, the definition of racism from which people usually get the idea that black people can't be racist is a definition that couches racism in power relations terms and in historical terms. Racism is something very simple. Racism means that you are discriminating against a group on the basis of their skin color in a way in which is unjustified under the circumstances. With that definition in hand, it's clear that even a poor black person can have enough agency to have prejudicial attitudes on the basis of race against a white person.
An Afriform youth leader thinks the argument that blacks can't be racist is unfair on whites.
Well, anybody can be racist. It doesn't matter what skin color you are, anyone can be racist. And racism is something that we must condemn in the first place. But secondly, we cannot have double standards. We must condemn all forms of racism. You can't just, if you're a white person, you can't just condemn when black people are being racist toward whites, and when whites are being racist, say no, that's because of this and this. We must condemn all forms of racism, and I think that is something that has been lacking in South Africa.
The debate continues, but the anger of these youngsters is all too obvious. They are adamant blacks are not liberated, that the Rainbow Nation and the so-called peaceful transition is a myth.
not yet to do. It's a bad conversation.
I don't see a peaceful transition. I don't see a peaceful transition when I see someone who is without food to eat. I don't see anything peaceful with the police that are always harassing us in the townships. I don't see anything peaceful with the broken families all over, black families all over that are broken. I don't think there is anything peaceful that I can speak about. I have not had a piece of the peace. I have not.
When we come back, can we transcend race?